So let us start lesson number 22, that is vocabulary, on page number 200. Now, words that are similar in sound are called homophones. First of all, we'll study about homophones. Homophones means words which are similar in sound. Clear? Let's see. Homophone word is made up of two words, homo and phone. Homo means same, phone means sound. So, homophones are the words which are having the similar sound, the same sound. Clear? When we pronounce them, their pronunciation is similar. But you can see in homophones, the spellings and the meanings are different. Homophones are words which sound the same, though their meanings, grammatical functions and spellings are completely different. That is, they are two different words. Clear? These are the two different words. Only their sounds are similar, their pronunciations are similar, but their spellings and their meanings are completely different from each other. Clear? Now, let me write few examples here on the board. If I write here, W-R-I-T-E, right, R-I-G-H-T, right. These two words are having the same sound. Right, right. Clear? Both the words are having the same sound. But when we see their spellings, W-R-I-T-E, right. Second one is R-I-G-H-T, right. You can see the spellings are different. And when you see the meaning, right, W-R-I-T, right, writing down something, clear? And R-I-G-H-T, right, means which is correct. Clear? So both the words are having the same sound with different spellings and with different meanings. Clear? These kind of words are known as homophones. Now let me write one more example. No and no. These two words are having the same sound. Both the words are pronounced in the same way. No, no. N-O, no, means denying something. Negation. Clear? K-N-O-W, no, means knowing something. Aware about something. Clear? So, these kind of words are known as homophones. In your book, so many examples are given on page number 200. Add, A-D, add, A-double-D, add. A-D, add means advertisement. A-double-D, add means addition. Clear? Then alter, A-L-T-A-R, A-L-T-E-R. You can see here the same sound but different spellings. You can see here the changes in the spelling and their meanings. The first altar is higher platform for worship. Clear? If you have seen the church and all, you have seen the higher platform. Clear? Where priest is offering the prayers. That is called altar. Clear? Another altar is to change, make changes. Doing alteration in the clothes. We go to tailor and say, please alter this. Okay, if it is unfit, we ask him to fit it again. Then, bail. First one is B-A-I-L, bail, security, and second B-A-L-E, bail is bundle. Clear? Likewise, so many examples are given here in book. You have to learn this table. So, I hope homophones are clear to everyone. Homophones means the words which are having the same sound, but their spellings and meanings are completely different. These kind of words are known as homophones. Now, the next is synonyms on page number 200. 202. The next thing is synonyms. Synonyms are words or phrases that have similar meaning in the same language. Words that have similar meaning, the same meaning. Two different words with the same meaning are called synonyms. Clear? For example, if I write here, I'm glad for you. I'm glad for you. Or if I say, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. These are the two different words. Clear? But both the words are having the same meaning. Glad and happy. Both the words are having same meaning. The similar meaning. So, these kind of words are known as synonyms. Clear? These kind of words are known as synonyms. Now, the next topic is antonyms. Antonyms. Antonyms are the words which are having the opposite meaning, completely different meaning, the opposite words. Opposite words are known as antonyms. Clear? For example, if we say happy, its opposite is sad. Clear? Joy, sorrow, old, new. Old, new. These are the words with opposite meanings. And the words which are having the opposite meanings are known as antonyms. Understood all of you? So, here on page number 202 also the list is given here, the table is given here with the synonym and with antonym. The word is given, its synonym is given and its antonym is also given. Synonym means having the similar meaning, antonym means having the opposite meaning. So, you have to learn the whole table. Clear? So, I think all these three terms are clear to everyone. Homophones means the words which sound the same but their spellings and their meanings are completely different. Then we studied about synonyms. Synonyms are the words which are having the similar meaning, the same meaning. Two different words with same meaning. And then we studied about the antonyms. Antonyms means the opposite words. The words which are having the opposite meaning are called antonyms. Clear? Now, come on page number 203. We'll be discussing about formation of antonyms. How to form antonyms. How to form the opposite words. Formation of antonyms. Antonyms or opposite words can be formed by adding prefixes to root words. Prefixes means the letter or group of letters which are added in the beginning of the word. Clear? Beginning of the root word. Root word means the main word. Clear? Original word. So, when we add the letter or group of letter in the beginning of the word, we can get the opposite word. Clear? We can get the word which is having the opposite meaning. For example, the antonym of the regard can be formed by adding the prefix regard. If we add the prefix with this, if we add the prefix this with this root word, with this original word, the new word we get disregard. Disregard. This means not or without it. Clear? This means not or without. The word disregard means without regard. Now, the other prefixes are in, an, im, nan, ir, etc. Clear? To form the opposite meanings. For example, if we take the word happy. Clear? And we write the prefix before it, an. We add the prefix an before this root word. The new word we get unhappy. Unhappy. Clear? Which is the opposite of happy? Happy, its opposite is unhappy. We formed this opposite by adding the prefix with it. Clear? If we see the word regular, if we add ir before it, the new word gets irregular. Clear? Which is not regular. Okay, regular, irregular. Okay, so likewise by adding the prefixes with the root word or with the original word, we get the opposite word. We get the new word which is completely opposite from the original word. Okay. So, likewise we can form the antonyms or the opposite words. Remember, you cannot get the opposite of all words in this way. Very, very important thing. For all the words, opposite words, we cannot make words opposite in this way. All the words cannot be made opposite like this. Clear? For example, the word old, its opposite will be new. The new word, new. Clear? We cannot add any prefix with it to make it, to get its opposite. Clear? This rule can be applicable only with the few words, not with all the words. Clear? Here is a list of some antonyms that are formed by adding different prefixes to various words. Here you can, it is given here this plus word. Then you get the antonym. Able, when we add this with it, you get disable. Advantage, disadvantage. Then on the next page 204, im plus word. Balance, imbalance. Measurable, immeasurable. Then in plus word. Accurate, inaccurate. Capable, incapable. Then ir plus word. Rational, irrational. Repairable, irreparable. Clear? Then none plus word, non plus word. Essential, non-essential. Existent, non-existent. Then un plus word. Acceptable, unacceptable. Desirable, undesirable. Clear? I have read 2 examples from each. You can go through all the words. How these words, how the prefixes are added to these words to get the new word, which is the antonym, the opposite of the original word. Clear? So likewise we can form the antonyms by adding the prefixes to the root word. I hope this much is clear to everyone.